I'm Ali Soofastaei, an AI project leader in Vale. Vale is the largest producer of iron ore and nickel in the world. We are currently operating mine sites and plants globally, and we are managing a large network of railroads, ships, and ports used to transfer our products across the world. Today, I will summarize AI's definition and application in the different industries, and then we will look at the AI industrial revolution and related governmental programs. The main industries use AI to optimize processes, enhance decision making, receive value from data, and improve safety. While there are many benefits to this implementation, it is still very new and there is much work that needs to go into the advanced analytics successful application. Planning, research, communication, and change management are essential foundations for analytics implementation in different industries. To use advanced analytics practically, we need a framework to assess the organization's maturity in different aspects. Today, I will present an innovative and practical advanced analytics maturity framework to evaluate the current situation, clarify the destinations, and highlight the gap between the as-is and to-be situation. Then we will review an advanced maturity assessment results as a case study in the mining industry. We will also have a short review on AI's use to reduce energy consumption, maintenance costs, and improve safety. In the last section of my presentation today, we will get familiar with intelligent robots in different industries, and I will introduce a couple of robots that we are currently using in oil and gas industry. In computer science, artificial intelligence, sometimes called machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines. Unlike the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals. From Siri to self-driving cars, artificial intelligence is progressing rapidly. While science fiction often illustrates AI as robots with human-like qualities, AI can include anything from Google's search algorithms to IBM's Watson to autonomous weapons. Artificial intelligence today is properly known as narrow AI or weak AI. In that it is designed to perform a narrow task, for example, only facial recognition or internet searches or driving a car. However, many research long-term goal is to create general AI or strong AI. While narrow AI may overtake humans, at whatever its specific task is, like playing chess or solving equations, AGI or general AI would overtake humans at nearly every mental task. AI technology can increase business productivity by up to 40%, and the number of AI startups since 2000 has increased to 14 times. AI will automate 16% of American jobs, and currently 50% of mining companies are using AI, and 31% of them say that it is their agenda for the next years. The industrial revolution are important for national economies. After decades of development using advanced analytics has made significant progress in China, making China one of the largest high-tech manufacturing countries. However, compared with developed countries, the Chinese industry now urgently requires intelligent management and marketing technologies to increase raw materials utilization rate while establishing more functional environmental and safety management systems. This issue has drawn strong academic attention, and much progress has been made in related research fields. The dramatic growth of new generation information technologies has currently prompted several countries to seek new industrial revolution strategies. The United States has launched smart process manufacturing, which aims at industrial upgrades and transformation. Germany has proposed this strategic concept of Industry 4, which focuses on the integration of information technology into manufacturing. The United Kingdom, France, and Japan have respectively announced the UK 2015 strategy, the New Industrial France program, and the Society 5 strategy. In this context, the China government has put forward the new generation of AI development plan to achieve the new industrial revolution. The new generation of AI development plan concentrates on innovative, coordinative, green, open, and shared development, promoting intelligent manufacturing. A few years ago, it was unthinkable to regard complex algorithms and analytics to the fundamental support of digital transformation in companies. Today, however, there are multiple opportunities for high impact application in different sectors, including operations. And thanks to the availability of a massive amount of data generated along the industry's value chain, strong capacities, the new analysis possibles, and data processing through more powerful and complex algorithms. Advanced analytics use has only captured a small part of the forecasted potential, which means that there are still plenty of opportunities to deploy advanced analytics in different industries. Analytics applications are generally divided in three groups: descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. The optimization should also be included in the analytics applications to make sustainable and applicable solutions for the industries. These applications can take different use cases depending on each stage of the industry value chain. There are many different types of challenges in front of advanced analytics and AI application. In this slide, you can see a couple of selected critical challenges that we need to tackle when aiming to use the analytics techniques practically in different industries. Machine learning and deep learning techniques that seem most beneficial require a series of calculations to be made very quickly. It indicates that these AI techniques utilize a lot of processing power. AI has been in the expert discussion for a long time, and always it came out that there is not enough power to implement these AI techniques. Cloud computing and massively parallel processing systems have created hope for implementing these techniques for the short term. But as data volume go up and deep learning moves towards the automated creation of increasingly complex algorithms, cloud computing would not help. AI implementation does not have enough use cases in the industries. This is a problem. And without it, no organization would be interested in investing money in AI-based projects. It means that comparatively, few companies are interested in putting money into the development of AI-based products. Moreover, there are not enough people who can make other business understand the vision of powered machine progress globally. In simple words, we can say that there are not enough people who know how to operate machines that think and learn. The problem with AI is that it is like a black box for people. People don't feel comfortable when they don't understand how the decision was made. Therefore, somewhere AI has not been able to create trust among people. And only solution that seems to this problem is to let people see what technology works, how this technology works. People prefer to tackle simple mathematical challenges. For instance, they like to use simple algorithms based on linear maths, and it is easy to explain the algorithm and how they reach from input to output. Another big problem that should be considered is that some of the AI implementations are highly specialized. We also call a specialized AI applied, and it is built to perform a single task and keep learning to become better and better at it. The process that is follows is to look at the input given and the results produced. It looks at the best results produced and notes down those input value. Generalized AI is different and can jump to any task like a human being. However, it's yet to come in the future. It simply means that AIs need to be trained to ensure that their solutions do not cause other issues, especially all those areas that are beyond those which they design to consider. Organizations working on AI-based products cannot clearly demonstrate their vision and what they have achieved with the help of AI techniques. People are doubtful about its technology and how it takes decisions and whether all its decisions are perfect or not. Moreover, such kind of confusion has surrounded the mind of the people and ultimately a probability, which is the mathematical uncertainty behind AI predictions, remains an unclear region for organizations. They cannot prove that the AI system's decision-making process is fine, and its only solution can lie in making AI explainable, probable, and transparent. Organizations should implement explainable AI. Most of the AI applications are based on massive volumes of data to learn and make intelligent decisions. Machine learning systems depend on the data, which is often sensitive and personal in nature. These systems learn from data and improve themselves. Due to this systematic learning, these machine learning systems can become prone to data breach and identity theft. This is a unique method known as a federated learning that is aimed to disrupt the AI paradigm. This federated learning will encourage data scientists to create AI without affecting users' data security and confidentiality. A big problem with AI system is that their level of goodness or badness depends on the much data they are trained on. In the future, such biases will be highlighted more as many AI systems will continue to be trained to utilize bad data. So the urgent need in front of the organizations working on AI is to train these systems with unbiased data and create algorithms that can be easily explained. It's fact that companies have access to the more data in the present time than ever before. However, data sets that apply to AI applications to learn are unusual. However, the most powerful of AI machines are those that are trained in supervised learning. This kind of training requires labeled data, and labeled data is organized to make it understandable for machines to learn. One more thing about labeled data is that it has a limit. In the future, automated creation of more and more difficult algorithms will only worsen the problem. Still, there is a ray of hope. As time is passing, organizations are investing in design methodologies and focusing on creating AI methods to learn despite the scarcity of labeled data. Yes, some risks and challenges are associated with the AI implementation in different industries. Like the two different faces of a coin, AI also has several opportunities for the business. Due to opportunities associated with AI, many companies hire dedicated developers to have their AI-based apps. Let's have a look at them one by one. Every business dream is to maximize its marketing budgets and focus on high-achieving marketing strategies. Moreover, every business wants to learn about which marketing activities deliver the highest return on investment. But it takes much time to monitor and analyze data across all the media channels. Here, the role of AI marketing solution in the industry comes in. AI-enabled platforms such as Acquisio can easily help manage marketing opportunities across various marketing channels. This machine learning-enabled layer analyzes live campaign data with sentiment analysis algorithms and suggests a distribution of marketing activities, which results in the best results. It automates regular bids and monitors overall marketing spend so that company owners can reduce the time spent on tracking marketing campaigns and pay attention to other important areas. It's always important to keep track of what your competitors are doing. Unfortunately, most of the business owners cannot review the competition due to busy schedule. Here, the role of AI comes in. There are various competitive analysis tools like Clariden. They track competitors with the help of different channels like websites, social media, and apps. Moreover, they prove business owners with a close look into competitors' marketing planning. Changes like price change and public relation tools and actions. It is not a big surprise that business owners are willing to take advantage of large amounts of online and offline information to make informed, data-driven decisions that will make their business grow. The most interesting things about AI-powered tools for the industry is that they can be fitted in every data-producing workflow and provide close insights that are applicable as well as actionable. AI business tools like Monkey learn to integrate and analyze data across various channels and achieve time-saving analytics and reporting like sentiment analysis in Google Sheets, CSV, etc. Automated chat system allow companies to scale their customer service efforts and free up resources needed for more difficult customer interactions. AI customer service solutions like Digital Genius or Chatty People suggest or automate answers to income customer questions, classify help tickets, and direct inquiries or messages to the appropriate department. When you use AI in customer support, a big reduction in average handling time is observed. Moreover, it enhances the overall reaction of your customer service team. The important point here is that we also have internal customers working in the company, but they need help and support from other departments. AI can potentially help us develop comprehensive and integrated models to have a great improvement in operation and safety while reducing maintenance costs dramatically. Using the specific keywords in advanced analytics such as AI, ML, or DL can confuse people who don't have enough advanced analytics information. In this slide, you can see a simple graph shows the relationship between the mentioned words. Artificial intelligence overall covers the key terms in advanced analytics. Machine learning is a part of AI when using statistical tools to analyze the data by computer. In machine learning, we can have different learning processes based on the quantity and quality of the data. There are 3 learning processes in the machine learning family: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning approaches. Deep learning is a new word under the AI umbrella covering complex industrial problems when looking for intelligent solution. Nowadays, there are many different algorithms, same as ANN, CNN, RNN, etc., to help data scientists make innovative solutions and applications for different industries. The application for deep learning is growing very fast. from modern industries, same as mining and oil and gas, to technology industries, new medias, and adult industries. Now we have reviewed the advanced analytics and AI business applications, including the challenges and potential benefits. We need to know how we can take opportunities and minimize the challenges and costs. One of the best developed approaches in this field is the AI maturity framework. The first idea to develop this innovative framework came to our R&D group at Valley AI Center in 2019, when we developed different AI products for different mine sites. But the main part was not scalable. The developed products worked very well in spatial sites that AI models were made specifically for them. However, we couldn't use the methods in other mine sites because the mine site conditions are completely different in different sites. To solve this issue, we could develop a sophisticated maturity assessment framework to evaluate site conditions in different main dimensions. The aim of developing that framework is to provide an approach, a methodology, and a set of reusable tools to guide the development and use of advanced data analytics in a maturity matrix framework that recognizes and models across functional, multidisciplinary requirements to use advanced analytics effectively. Generally, there are 6 main steps in analytics maturity, starting from raw data and finishing with optimization and decision models. Analytics, science, and technology have been developed significantly. However, the main part of the modern industries, such as mining and oil and gas, are located in the sense and response zone. The main reason for this problem is low maturity in data, people, system, and processes. Making action based on the prediction can increase the quality of products and services and decrease the final cost, including the cost of raw material, maintenance, and energy consumption. Increasing the analytics maturity level can also help us increase safety, reduce equipment failures, and unexpected shutdowns. This slide shows a radar diagram as an assistance to evaluate the analytics maturity in 4 main groups of dimensions. These groups are system, data, people, and process. The detail of each group's dimensions can identify by organizing the workshops with business specialists in each company. For example, here you can find a results of a design thinking session on a surface mine site to clarify the definition of each dimension individually. This framework suggests using 6 levels of maturity for each dimension. These levels are exactly the same as the analytics maturity levels that I presented in the previous slide. You can find all these 6 levels with different color here, from dark orange to dark green in this slide. We need to reach a spatial maturity level in each dimension separately for each advanced analytics and AI project. By connecting these level points, we can draw a spider diagram named to-be diagram. In this slide, to-be situation has been highlighted by purple lines. On the other side, we evaluating our company's current situation, and we can have an as-is diagram. Please see the red lines here in diagram. The difference between the red and purple points in each dimension shows a maturity gap between the as-is condition and to-be situation. This assessment should be completed before starting any analytics project, because by clarifying the gaps in all dimensions, we can have a better vision of the cost of analytics to compare it with the project's potential benefits. The maturity assessments can be completed at the high level. In this type of assessment, we define the new groups of dimensions to cover data, process, people, and systems for higher investigation. These assessments can be completed for safety, operation, maintenance, and energy consumption. The executive managers need this type of assessment when deciding to allocate the budget to different projects. Having a high-level analytics maturity level scale can also help make a maturity balance between different companies' improvements. Analytics maturity assessment can also use as a tool to complete internal benchmarking. When a company has different assets and a limited budget for improvement, managers need to allocate the right budget to the right asset. As an example, in this slide, you can see the results of the low and high level of maturity assessments for all groups of dimensions in a mining company. This assessment has been completed for a specific project named Project A. As you can see here, we have the maturity assessment results for data, process, people, and system. These evaluations include the operation, maintenance, safety, and energy consumption. In this assessment, 3 mine sites have been evaluated. The different mine sites have been labeled by a different color here. Mine 1 is green, mine 2 is purple, mine 3 is brown. The maturity assessment results for Project A in this company shows that there is no maturity balance between the mines, and there are many unbalances in each mine individually. In summary, it is obvious that Project A in this company with this condition cannot be successful project. So guys, in the last section, we just reviewed some definition of the AI, opportunities, challenges, and the strategies that we need to use the AI and advanced analytics in different industries. But I want now to change the atmosphere, going to explain some practical applications that we developed to use AI in different industries, specifically in mining and oil and gas. The first case study name is Whole Truck Energy Efficiency Improved by Artificial Learning Intelligence. As you may know, we are using the huge trucks in surface mines to move the mine material from loading area to the dumping area or to the crush. Each truck normally consumes more than 110 liter diesel per hour. And these trucks working 24 hours in the mine sites. And each mine use more than 80, in some cases 150 trucks in each shift. And you can imagine how many liters of diesel should be burned one day. And if you consider just $1 per liter for the price of the diesel, is the $1 million of the cost of the fuel in the mine sites. It means that if you can reduce just 1% of this, you can save $1 million in the mine. So based on this business problem, we focus on the fuel consumption by whole truck to first clarify the effective parameters on that, then making the predictive models, and after that using the AI application to optimize some key parameters to minimize the fuel consumption. And then we completed this application by having the making decision algorithm. But I really like to show you a quick video, just 1 minute video to get familiar with working of this truck in the mine sites. Okay, the developed application for these trucks has three main sections. The first section was related to the simulation. It means that we use the AI to predict what will be happen in the future, what will be happen for the diesel consumption and for the productivity for the truck. And after completing this section, specifically in this case, we use artificial neural network. We presented the results to the mine owner, said, okay, Ali, this is fantastic. You already made an application for us to predict the fuel consumption, but what's the point of this application for us? Say, okay, this is a good question. Now we should use AI again to develop an optimization model to optimize the controllable parameters to reduce the fuel consumption. Based on this reason, we developed another model based on genetic algorithm as an optimization model, and we merged both of models together to make a comprehensive application for the mining. It means that this application could reduce the fuel consumption dramatically. But another question that we received from the mine owners was that, okay, now we know that how we should manage these parameters to reach to the minimum value for the fuel, but everything should be done by human. How we can replace human by machine? So, okay, we need to think about that again. And we should develop another model based on the decision-making algorithm to make the best decision to change the parameters to minimize the fuel consumption. It's a very simple dashboard. It's the simulated dashboard. It's not a real dashboard for this developed application. And you can see here three parts. The first part is related to the simulation. It means that if you insert the data, I'm speaking very simple, inserting the data manually, but in the real case, everything is fully automated. If you insert the data here and complete the value for these parameters, for example, payload, resistance, speed, loading queue, and something like that, by pressing one button, you can reach to the fuel consumption by whole truck. In the second step of using this application, this platform can give you the optimum value for all of these parameters, controllable parameters, to reach to the minimum value for the fuel consumption by whole trucks. And in the last part, this is the very beautiful section of this application, is making decision part. It means that this application can make different types of suggestions for you automatically to reach to the minimum value for the fuel. But these options maybe can make some side effects for us. Maybe by reducing the fuel consumption, the productivity will be decreased, or the safety, will be decreased. So we should make sure this decision is very safe and works in all aspects. You can select here the created suggestion by application, and by press one button here, this application can calculate the effect of this decision in the cost of operation, cost of maintenance, cost of energy, and also it can give you the estimation of the benefit. And then you can see the risk, medium. This decision makes medium risk, high risk, or low risk. By having all of this information, the application can give you three colors. I named traffic lights: green, yellow, and red. Green means that this application can guarantee 100% this decision is right. Yellow means that the application cannot make the final decision and we need one human. And red means that the application cannot suggest to make this decision based on the side effects that it has. This application now is online, and this is the online application, and the mining companies can have subscription to use this application. Here you can see the different trucks working in different shifts, and the name of the shift manager is here. You can select the date, you can select the shift here, and we are using the color code. Color code here means that when the truck is green, it means that you don't need any action to optimize something for this truck. Everything is okay, and this truck works very well. The fuel consumption is minimum, productivity is constant, there is not any risk or something like that. Orange means that this truck needs attention, and you should investigate something about this truck. And in some cases, you can have the red truck. Red truck means that you need to stop that truck immediately. You can see the list of the truck drivers here as well, and you can see their productivity. This application has different dashboards, and this application already built to coach the people. We don't like to, just to make advices. We need to follow up the advices and coach the people. So you can see the list of the shift managers and the list of the driver. For each people, you can select the people, and you will have access to many different graphs to show the performance of these people work. Something is related to the fuel consumption, something is related to the productivity, and this application not only can predict what will be happen if these people continue works with the same behavior, but also can make some advices here to improve the people performance in different level, driver, supervisor, manager, and so on. So it's good because you can avoid some big mistakes came from the people in the future. We have the mobile version of this application. You can install this application on iOS, Android, and Windows in all smartphones, and you will have access to all capabilities that I explained for you in summary in your smartphone. And you can receive emails, you can have the different types of the report, notification, alarms, and this application can send something in your planning or your calendar and so on. The results of using this application, not this fully automated version that I explained for you, it was the first generation of the model that I tested in different countries. I tested this application in the United States, in Canada, in Mongolia, Australia, and Mozambique. And right now, this application is using in Indonesia. The main reason of testing this application in different areas was that I wanted to make sure this application can work everywhere for different mine products, for different people and different site conditions. The first mine that I tested this model in 2016 was Sarita mine site located in the north of Arizona. And you can see we reached to 3.3% of fuel improvement, and productivity improvement increased 2.4%. By having this application in another mine site in Arizona, it was the coal mine site in 2016, we reached to 4.6% fuel improvement and 3.4% in productivity. In Australia, I already tested this application, but as a research, not as an industrial product. In 2015 in Blackwater mine site, and we tested this model on one truck, 783, as far as I remember, and we reached to this amount of fuel improvement and productivity improvement. In the United States, again, we use this application in Morenci mine. So as I mentioned before, the fully automated version under the Valley license and is working right now in 6 mine sites in different countries. One of them is in Carajás, is one of the biggest iron ore mine site in Brazil, owned by Vale, and we are using the fully automated version of this application. And you can see the results of this model and application for this truck, 793D. is before using this application, you can see the fuel consumption index. Fuel consumption index here means that how many liters of diesel should be burned to move 1 ton of mine material in 1 hour is a specific indicator, liter per hour per ton. And the green graph showed the fuel consumption index after using this application. And as you can see here, we reached to 6.6% of fuel improvement and 5% productivity improvement. This application was the AI application for mining and specifically for energy consumption. But as I explained in the previous section, one of the main field of using AI is maintenance, because maintenance costs is huge in all companies. And now I would like to show you some examples of using the AI in the maintenance. Why we need AI development for maintenance? The first reason is high demand. The maintenance cost is growing very fast. It's the main part of the cost in all industries. The second one is IIoT, or Industrial Internet of Things, because IIoT allows the integration between the physical and digital systems through the faster and more targeted exchange of information. Another reason is processing power. Now we have access to the very powerful computer and system to analyze the data. Another reason of using AI is big data. For each equipment, it doesn't matter in each industry, mining, oil and gas, manufacture, we have a lot of sensors collecting the huge amount of the data every second. To manage this type of the data, we cannot use the traditional methods, and we definitely need to use AI to tackle with the big data issue. Based on these 4 reasons, we can see the AI application is growing very fast for the maintenance. As one example that we reached for using AI in the maintenance by the application developed by McKinsey for our company, we can see the results. We could reach to the 10% maintenance cost reduction. Downtime reduction was about 20%, and inspection cost reduction was about 25%. And the expected benefit of using AI in maintenance definitely is lifetime maximization, maintenance time with the minimum, material reduction, labor reduction, and definitely we can increase the safety. But now the question is that what type of the data do we need to use AI for the maintenance? Definitely we should use the real data. It's important. But in some cases, we need to make up the data by dummy data, around 11%. Dummy data means that we are using the relationship between the variables, different parameters, to make up the data or to correct some mistakes or the gap of the data that we have in the data sets. Based on main reason, for example, the sensor errors or something like that, you can see many gaps in the data. So we need to clean and we need to make up the data by using the dummy data sets. The next question maybe can be, okay, what type of the AI model or machine learning model using for the maintenance? Are there plenty of options for us? We can use many different types of the algorithms, but some of them are so popular. For example, 33% of the developed application for maintenance using random forest, or 27% of this application using neural network. We have 25% using SVM and 30% k-means, and other algorithms and models can cover just the blue section in the graph. Common equipment that using the AI for the maintenance is turbines, motors, compressors, pumps, and fans in oil and gas. But in a mining, we are speaking about the mobile equipment specifically because AI can make a uh, uh, big opportunity for us to reduce the maintenance cost of the mobile equipment. And the most common measured parameters that we are using is vibration, temperature, pressure, oil, and noises. It's very important uh, to find how the AI application, sorry, can help us uh, to go through the digital twin era. So it's important, and in this slide, I try to summarize something that can help you to find out how AI can help us to work with the physical equipment, virtual equipment, and connected data. We definitely can use AI to cover the specific drivers for using the AI for surface mine, specifically using the AI, is reducing the operation volatility, improve productivity and efficiency, reduce operating costs, and increase equipment life, and reducing the number of the operators as well, and reduce the skill staff requirements in the remote location. There are plenty of case studies using AI completed by Accenture, IBM, Deloitte, and McKinsey in different countries. Another example of using AI for the maintenance and the impact of automation in mining is in the North Park's mine site. And you can see here we could reach to 80% improvement for production by using automation in the mine, the underground mine. And also we could increase the daily labor productivity 24% and the cost per ton reduced 23%. Underground mine is one of the most important area that we can use automation, fully automation, advanced analytics and AI. And I really like to show you a video from one of the fully automated truck working in the underground mine developed by Sandvik.
Trust me, it is real. Now let me prove it.
Okay, so since we don't have enough time to cover all case studies, I would like just to show you other case studies just in 5 minutes. You can see here different sensors installed in the in the one just truck, underground mine truck or LHT truck. We have more than 150 sensors right now in this type of the trucks. And in Valley, we developed an application to predict the failures before happening based on the collected data. And we can predict the engine conditions for this type of the truck. Let's go to the oil and gas because it's one of my favorite area as well, and show you some examples of using AI robots and intelligent robots for inspection and for maintenance in oil and gas industry. The specific reason of using AI in oil and gas is having inspection specifically under the water and in the offshores and in some areas that you cannot use the human, or the accuracy of the human observation is not good enough. One of the popular robots that powered by AI using right now is Animal. It's capable to inspection offshore sites using several sensors to generate 3D maps of surrounding the perform of monitor machine operations without sensory requirements, and detect thermal hotspots and oil or water leakages. It's the world's first autonomous offshore robot equipped by many different types of the camera, microphone, and gas detection sensors. Let's to have a look just these robots. Okay, so it would be interesting word, guys. The future is interesting, but another robots that we would like to show you today as the last one completed for oil and gas and powered by AI application. The name is Helium. Helium robots working underwater, living underwater permanently for inspection and finding some problems in the pipelines under the ocean. Let's do just this. Okay, guys, at the end of my presentation, I would like to introduce an innovative platform established specifically for the researchers and managers to share their ideas and experience in advanced analytics and digital transformation in different industries globally. This platform aims to create a community of researchers in AI and advanced analytics to provide an opportunity for further collaboration in future digital industries projects. We can also keep in touch with each other on our websites, group, and forums and be informed about the latest research. Please join us on the start of a fantastic journey on Industry 4. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for your time today. I will be with you if you have any question or